Sergeant First Class Manuel A. Colón, active duty Army. I've served in the Army for 19 and a half years so far. I will be retiring 1 November. My last tour was to Afghanistan. I'm married. I have 2 kids, a 20-year-old and a 12-year-old. I currently reside in Orlando, Florida for medical purposes until I retire. I was in Afghanistan from 2004 to 2005. Just like possibly almost every other soldier, we got rocketed, we got blown up by IEDs. I call myself the lucky one. I'm not missing any limbs or anything like that. I had a couple of bumps on my head. Thought to be just kind of ingrown hairs. We as soldiers cut our hairs pretty short. So ingrown hairs, and I said, it's fine, that's not a problem. I left it alone, deployed back from Afghanistan. With everything that happened, my helmet wouldn't fit as well as it used to. So I told them to go ahead and take it out. I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's follicular lymphoma, and testing everything out, they didn't know exactly how I got it. From that point on, of course, the Army kind of said that you cannot serve in the capacity that you used to. Eventually they figured out they had to stage it, and it was staged at stage 4. I was automatically sent to launch to Walter Reed for a second opinion, from Walter Reed back to Germany. And then I was selected to be in a clinical trial, which I'm currently participating in. I was diagnosed with that, and from that point on, everything just kept on going downhill. I got checked out for almost everything that you could think of: liver damage, PTSD, mild traumatic brain injury. The Army allowed us to be part of a team, and as soon as you get injured, it's not the Army's fault that now they need to move on and do what they need to do as the protector of our country. But we want to do our part, and I guess I didn't want to do too much of coming out to organizations like this. But then somebody, a double amputee soldier of mine, kind of talked to me and said, hey, go out there and you'll see that you'll feel part of a team again. And sure enough, and that's exactly what to me this is all about. I mean, just being able to be part of that team again. I got a call one time from Wounded Warrior Project and asked me to come up to Jacksonville. I think it was at that time 26 miles on one day. And I said, okay. So I went up, jumped on a regular bike. I wasn't as fit as I used to be in the Army because of all the medications and all that stuff. I cannot move and all that. I did 26 miles with that, and from that point on, I went back to Orlando. I found out there was an organization, a nonprofit organization that warriors got together almost on Sundays and they ride. I didn't have a bike at the time, so I went and made a purchase, not knowing exactly what the heck I don't even know how to make a purchase of a bike, but made one, and then I got to their club, and they looked at me and they said, that's not the right type of bike. but I rode that day with them, and then little by little they're trying to figure out how they can get me a bike or get the right bike to keep on doing it. So I started biking that way. Mountain biking, that's something that I love because I was born in the Bronx, raised in Puerto Rico, and being in the dirt and everything else, and in the Army, of course. I love the dirt, so mountain biking just seems that it's possibly the funnest thing to do. So when I had this opportunity, I took it, and here I am. The challenge, I mean, I think the challenge is something that I look forward to. I mean, stopping and, of course, talking to fellow wounded warriors and fellow veterans, whether it's from the Vietnam era or anything like that, just getting that knowledge, just what we say in the Army, think outside the box, just putting myself outside the box and being able to speak to fellow soldiers, fellow warriors, and individuals like yourselves. I mean, people that make this happen.